Hey guys, today we are going to talk about the top 5 reasons why you need to hire a remote assistant. So, if you've ever felt like you're stuck in a catch 22 situation where you've got the work and you need to hire somebody, but you don't necessarily have, 16 to $20 an hour to hire somebody, um, we've got the best investment that you can make as a business owner while you're growing. So, the very first reason why you should hire a remote assistant is a reduction of cost. So, you can get somebody who will do office based assistant tasks for about $4 an hour in the Philippines. In the US, you're going to pay about $14 an hour. So that's, roughly 70% less than what you would pay in the United States. Now, that is, $4 an hour is going to be clerical work, right? That's going to be data entry, checking email, really simple stuff. If you're moving into, so any type of like admin task, if you're moving into like social media type stuff or writing or anything like that, plan on about $5 to $6 an hour. Um, Second, it's going to improve efficiency. And so, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to free up your time so that you can spend your time doing high dollar tasks as opposed to the $14 an hour admin stuff, right? You should be spending your time doing the $50 to $100 to $250 an hour tasks that you get paid for. So the more time we can free up for you, the more efficient we can make you, the more the business is going to make money. So here's an example. I have a client, and in front of clients, they make business. They make lots of money, but behind the scenes, we need to get the appointment scheduled. We need to prep them for the appointment. We need to create the PowerPoint presentation, and we need to do the research for the PowerPoint presentation. And so their virtual assistant does all of that for them. So literally, they can just go back to back to back with appointments because they're already prepped for it. They already have the PowerPoint. They know the facts that they need to hit. And then while they're in that appointment, they're recording it so that afterwards their virtual assistant can go through and write down all the tasks, get all the to-dos, and filter them out to who needs to do what. And so our client is super, super efficient because he doesn't have to do any of that. And so when we're talking about improving your efficiency, that's exactly what we're talking about. So think about that in your business. What are the things that you're doing that somebody else could do that gets you in front of clients more frequently? Business flexibility, right? So this is a really, really important one because we need you to be able to shift and move when possible. So what am I talking about? So what I mean is this: as you start to grow, you're going to have more clients, right? And so you may have some that are just project basis, right? You may have some that require a set amount of hours per week, right? So you need to be able to expand and contract as necessary for your for your clients' needs. And so the same thing happens with a virtual assistant. You can bring on a virtual assistant just for your busy time, right? So maybe Christmas is your crazy time, and then in August it's crickets, right? So you could hire somebody for just that busy season, at a very reduced rate, or you could hire them based off of project. Or if you have a set amount in stone, I need 20 hours a week for this particular client, makes it nice and easy, right? But with this model, you can expand and contract as your work needs to, right? So it gives you that flexibility to be able to take on extra clients without having to overextend yourself. Then next, number 4 is access to highly skilled talent pool, right? So great. Where do we find these superstars, Michelle? I go to the Philippines. And the reason that I do that is they're very well educated. They're awesome at speaking English. And their work ethic and is just ingrained right into their culture. And so where do I go? I actually go to online jobs. And if you go down into the notes for this video, you'll find a link. Yes, it's an affiliate link. It's no additional cost to you, and we're going to earn a little bit of a commission off of that. But hopefully, we've provided some value for you. So we would love you forever for using that link. If not, you can just go to onlinejobs.ph and it'll be the same rate. But in the Philippines, we get an amazing dollar rate, right? We can get somebody to work for $4 to $6 an hour, simply because the US dollar to Filipino peso conversion rate is so good. Now, that does not mean that we are paying them, a lower cost of living. That's by paying them $6 an hour, that's middle wage. I'm sorry, that's middle upper class in the Philippines, because the cost of living is so much lower there. So for around $500 to $700 a month, you can realize you can get somebody who's really good quality, that ethically you are paying them a good salary. So just to put it in perspective, $2,000 a month is considered the ultra rich in the Philippines. If you're making $1,000 a month, you're doing really, really well. If you're making, $700 a month, you're doing okay. Now, if you're one of these people that are like, oh, I'm going to pay, $2 an hour, that's not a livable wage for them, right? $5 to $6 is a livable wage. That is, middle class for them. If you want to pay, $10 to $12 an hour, they're living a better lifestyle than you are. And so we want to be clear about this, because we never want to hire somebody and pay them rates that aren't livable, right? So I love to educate people and let them know. So inside of the Philippines, you're going to get amazing work ethic, very dedicated employees who really want to see your business grow. We get a favorable US dollar to Filipino peso exchange, and they're usually very, very well educated. And again, I go to online jobs to find that. There are some other places. If you're looking for, if you want to code an app, I wouldn't necessarily go to the Philippines. The Philippines is social media, executive assistants, building a website, doing video editing, things like that. If you're looking for hardcore coding, you're going to want to look, inside of Croatia and the Russia and places like that. You're also going to want to take a look at India. Just expect to have a little bit of a language barrier, but typically they are a whole lot better at coding than people in the Philippines. But and so hopefully that's helpful as to where to go for which. But if you need to go to India, Brickworks India is the one that Timothy Ferris recommends. It's gotten a little bit more expensive now because he kind of made it really popular. If it's a short-term thing, you can use, Fiverr or Upwork. Freelancer.com is another one. And so finally, number 5 is addressing our skills gap. So what does that mean? Well, that's talking about the gaps that we as entrepreneurs have, right? So when we first start out, we got to wear multiple hats, because we have to do everything in the business. And it doesn't matter how skilled you are. There are some things that you are just not good at. Maybe you're not good with marketing. Maybe social media is like a huge time suck that you absolutely hate. For me, it's attention to detail. I would much rather give you the penny than find the penny. So I'm always going to outsource my bookkeeping. I'm always going to outsource my attention to detail type things. So for those tasks that are not in your wheelhouse, delegate them to somebody that's their superpower. Tanette is amazing at keeping track of details, and she loves it. It's like she gets all excited about it. For me, it's like painful. For her, she loves it. So, I hope this was helpful. Those are the top 5 reasons why you need a remote assistant and where to go to get them. If you'd like to hire us, we charge $11 an hour, and you can email me at michelle@awesomeoutsourcing.com, and we'll be happy to schedule an appointment and see if we can help you out. Other than that, check out online jobs, and we will see you in the next video.